Hey guys, Don Keating here. I wanted to do a video here for you, getting some questions on the new product I've been talking about on the channel. I know it's a little different than the cryptocurrency stuff I've been doing. So I wanted to just go over this site, just to kind of let you know how it works if you're looking to just purchase it, or how it works if you wanted to become a distributor. It's called NewuLife, and it is a transdermal gel for HGH, and it's becoming super popular, and it's really you could just read some of the testimonials. It's really changing a lot of people's lives, so I wanted to bring it up, and that's why one of the reasons I decided to join up with this company. Okay, so if you go onto their site, I'll have the link below. You'll come up into here, okay, and it's a very basic, nicely designed site. It has all the information on the front, with different information on the gel and the contact us and all that. It is FDA registered, so it's the only gel that's FDA registered transdermal human growth hormone product without a prescription. So that is something that's special just for them. The gel's been for sale in California for 14 years, I think, or almost 15 years. It's been very popular, just a very local product. It's super high resale return buyer rate. So people are really liking it. It went through that, and then they had to apply for an NDC code, and this is with the FDA, so that they can continue to provide this product to everyone. So once they have this number now, they are allowed to be a homeopathic HGH gel and sell to nationwide. So that's what happened, and they are ready to do that. So they just started doing that earlier this year, or at the very end last year. So I'll show you a chart of how they've been growing since, and their sales. It's pretty impressive. So if you come over to here, there was a post that came out. They had November 27th was their open to nationwide. Okay, so here's their sales revenue. In December they did 100,000, January 160, February jumped to 400,000, March was 1.15 million, April was 2.72 million. Okay, and then May they stopped selling on the 16th, and they had already done 1.6 million. So their total sales in just 5.5 months was $6 million. Okay, so they had the CEO of this company had a chance to do this via the infomercial, okay, and they decided not to, and they wanted to do it this way with person-to-person selling. So this easily could have been just an infomercial product, and we wouldn't have this opportunity to actually be involved with the company. So I'm glad that they did not do it that way, and kept it more person to person and more intimate. You know, you could see here is how many distributors. It's kind of small to read, but I mean, you could just see the line of how many people are jumping on board with this product. And it is, you know, it just started in November, so even though it already has 100,000, they want to have 100,000 distributors by December. So they are well on course to do that, but they are still a very small company. So you're definitely on the ground floor of the company if you wanted to build an income for yourself. Okay, if you wanted to come in here and buy if you wanted to just come in here and buy it, you would click shop now. Okay, and then that's going to take you to the page where you could just buy the gel. Okay, and then one-time purchase is $169.99 plus shipping and handling. And then if you wanted to actually become a distributor, you'd have a membership price, and that would be $149.99. So it's very reasonable. One bottle will last at least 1 month, and a lot of people are saying it's lasting around 45 days. But you put 2 pumps of this in the morning and 2 pumps on your skin at night. And I'll have a video in here of where exactly to put it and how to use it. But I wanted to just show you the videos about it, to kind of explain the site a little bit. If you wanted to come in here, you could I would highly suggest that you come in here and check out this expected benefits page, and this is all about the gel itself. Okay, and you could click on each month. It kind of shows you what to expect. None of this can be guaranteed. Obviously it's not allowed by the FDA, but it's just things that people have experienced on the gel already. So, you know, and it's not like one person or two people. It's hundreds and thousands of people that have been on the gel and are experiencing these benefits and reordering. So it's not a fly-by-night company, and it's not going to be gone in a month. This is a company that's doing the right thing, and that's even part of why in this other page it said it paused on the 16th. It paused because one of the natural homeopathic or botanical products that they put into this gel came back with when they do their quality testing, it was substandard. So Alex pulled the product until they can get the right ingredients up to his standards. So they were on this crazy sales cycle, and he decided to pull the product instead of compromising quality. So they have actually stopped selling it until the new products came in, which they just did start coming in. So it says a lot about the company and where their values are, that they would stop this huge sales cycle in the middle because it didn't meet their quality. A lot of other companies would have just stepped around that or used a different substandard quality just to keep sales going, but he did not do that. So that's why he gained a little bit of my respect from doing it that way. Okay, so if you wanted to come in, you can either, like I said, click shop now. That's just going to take you to a product page where you could just fill out your information, and you can add it to your cart just like you normally do. Okay, so you can see. If you wanted to become a distributor, which I highly suggest, you would click sign up now on this green button. Okay, that's going to just take you to this information here. It's going to tell you about how it works and that you have to have a W-9. It's just like a typical, it's all US based, so you do need to have a W-9 for your taxes and things like that at the end of the year. But then you'd click I agree, and it would take you to this next page, and it's very, very simple. Put in all your information, and you can either figure out if you want to be paid by physical check or direct deposit. Okay, you put in what you want your site to be. You could have it as anything you want. Just pick something that you'd like. If you want to have your own site numbers here, or your name, or whatever you want it to show up when you wanted to show other people. And then you come down here and you pick your enrollment options. $59 is the price to sign up as a distributor, so it's very, very cheap and reasonable, I think. And then there's different levels of how many bottles of the product you want to have come. They're all showing $59 right now because they're not allowing new products. They're catching up on the back orders. So you would just pick one of these. This one here is going to come with just one bottle. Then you can get one with 4 bottles, and then you can get one with 8 bottles. And it's pretty good because you're buying, like this one here, you're buying 3 and they're giving you 1 for free. And this one here, you're buying 6 and they're giving you 2 for free. So I suggest you guys come in with either the 4 bottles or the 8 bottles. I mean, obviously one, you would get, you know, a discount, you get free bottles. But more than that, when you're talking about this with other people, it's best to have some of the product on hand, so that if you do you're talking to someone and you're telling them about the great results you have, and you're talking about that, and they say, oh, I want to become part of it, then you have something to physically hand them. You could have them place their order and then be like, hey, I want to help you get started on this right away. Let me give you this bottle that I have, and then when your order comes in, just give me that bottle back, and so on. And that's how you spread it more quickly, instead of having them order and wait for their product. So it's good to have it on hand. Plus, you're going to be using it yourself, I would guess. I don't suggest signing up for, to become a distributor of products you're not using yourself. That doesn't usually work out in the long run. So you can see the one bottle, it would be 140 because you get a discount by becoming a distributor. The 4 bottles is going to be 440, and then the 8 bottles is 840. So you only pay the $59 when you're signing up for right now, because like I said, the bottles aren't shipping yet, so they're not charging you for them. But depending on which one you pick, just know that this is what's going to happen later when the bottles become available again in I believe probably 2 weeks, the way it's looking, 1 to 2 weeks. They're filling the back orders right now, and then they're going to start the next ones. Okay, so that's simple and easy. Then you just read this. This is the actual agreement talking about becoming a distributor and what you can and can't do. You have to pay your taxes, all that normal stuff. Nothing crazy, so check it out. You have to click here and then click continue, and it'll take you to the next page. It'll set up your you get your own website, so that you could give it to people to come in, and when they come in and sign up, it automatically goes onto your team, and you can build your own income. Okay, so the other part of the video next, I'm going to show one of the high-ups in the company. They were explaining the actual compensation plan and how that kind of works. So if you're interested in learning some more about it, I suggest that you watch the rest of the video. It's going to break down why this, like exactly how this compensation plan works, and why it's one of the better ones in the industry. All the nuts and bolts and the different information that a lot of people are going to ask. So I wanted to just give you a breakdown of how the website works, make it super simple up front, and then the videos will start after this, and you guys can hear more and learn more about the actual program itself, and how the actual compensation works and all the different levels. You can really make a lot of money here if you work the program and you do actually make sales. You will not make any money if you don't do anything. So, like typical. Okay, so don't think you're going to sign up for this and then start making money tomorrow if you don't do anything. It's not going to happen. So I'll play the next video. If you guys do have any questions, I'll have my Telegram group below that I started for this. Come in there and we'll have some I know that group's going to grow pretty quickly, so come in there and we'll talk. Or you can email me directly, like always. It's donkeat, DONKEAT @gmail.com. And I'll be posting different things. I don't want to overload you guys with anything, so come in here, watch the next video as you feel free, and then join into the Facebook group, and that's where I'm going to be posting new videos. And the CEO does calls once a week, one for customers, and then they have sales calls and a whole bunch of stuff. So if you want to succeed, they'll definitely help you succeed, and I'll give you the information that you need to do it. Okay, so that's it for this. Hold on for a second. I'm going to start the next part of the video, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. Our compensation plan, I use one word, and I say it is fair. In the industry of network marketing, there are many plans that have been written, and there are lots of plans that are out there that have what I call gotchas. You don't know that if you don't do this or if you don't do that, you're not able to get to the money. And what I like about this compensation plan, there's none of those. So as I've said repeatedly, this compensation plan works for anyone. So if you're someone who got involved in the business and you're only going to sponsor a few people, maybe you only have a little bit of time, or maybe maybe you're not competent. Maybe your competency in the beginning is kind of weak, and you only sponsor a few people. Well, what I want to teach you is work on your competency so that you get that to be a little bit better. But whatever the result is, that you only sponsor a few people, you can win. You can be successful. This compensation plan, if you sponsor one on the left and one on the right, affords you the opportunity, if that left leg takes off and that right leg takes off, it affords you the opportunity to earn as much as $16,634 in a week. And if that continued to happen, that would be $64,000 in a month, or you can do the math times 12. So repeatedly, I have people who don't know much about compensation plans in this industry, and every company that someone's in, they always want to tell you that their comp plan is the best. It's only because that's what their upline said, or someone in their company told them that. They don't understand nuances. what is the fairest compensation plan that anybody would write, and I'm not talking about us right now, that anyone would write in this industry as of 2018 is a hybrid binary, which we have, with check match, which we have. Now why? Because in the past, to be successful, you had to build multiple organizations. And in some cases, there were compensation plans that you had to build as many as 12 organizations to be successful. And many comp plans are dependent on what other people in your team do. So you sponsor someone, and X amount of your personally sponsored people have to get to this rank, or they have to achieve this volume, and if they don't, then you can't get promoted. Well, that's a gotcha. If you work and you're trying to do certain things and for whatever reason it just doesn't happen for certain people, why should you be limited to be able to go through the compensation plan? Because quite frankly, as you go through the compensation plan, your income opportunity expands. You make more money. So the easier it is to go through a compensation plan, the fairest it is. Now, I believe that this compensation plan is incredibly easy to go through. If you've never been in the industry and you're looking at this and saying, oh, but Chris, come on, trust me. It is, we're going to have 1,000 people that get to the coach level, and it's going to happen quickly. I hope everyone on this phone call, gets to that level. And it doesn't have to happen tomorrow. It doesn't have to happen next week or next month. Just as long as you keep moving forward, learning how to do this in a simple, duplicatable way, not a way that's disruptive to other people's lives, not a way that you're trying to have people, run around like they're crazy. The key aspect of networking in 2018 is to be able to use tools and have a simple message. We have a very, very simple message. We have the only transdermal HGH gel in the marketplace, and we're in this at the very beginning. This product is going to go viral. We will have our testimonial website up in a couple days, and I can't wait for everybody to see that. And once you start reading what other people are experiencing, some of you, I've spoken about my shoulder in the past, and I shoveled the freaking 2 feet of snow plus that I have at my house today, and under normal circumstances, I would be in tremendous pain on my right side with my right shoulder. Now, I am in pain. I don't want to, diminish that. But the pain that I'm in right now is far less than it has been in the past and that I was in when I was not on this gel. So lessening of pain, for people when they age or when they've been in any sort of contact sport or accidents or any of that stuff, that's amazing. That's one of 40 or 50 benefits that we have with this blanket of benefits with our particular products. So we're in a really, really special place. So now when we let's look at our actual compensation plan. And you realize that there are different titles. So PV stands for personal volume. GV stands for group volume. Qualifying volume stands for everything as we get promoted through our company is based on a 5-week rolling period. So it means this week and the 4 previous weeks, you have to have cumulative volume to get promoted. So then you have lesser volume leg and you've got greater volume leg. So now let's talk about being active. You're active by being on auto ship. If you have 1 bottle on auto ship, you are active, or if you just signed into the business for the next 30 days, whatever package you signed in for, you are active. Now, you are qualified when you have 1 on the left and 1 on the right. Now, some people thought, do you have to be qualified to be paid? No, absolutely not. The first person that you sign into this business, you're earning a commission from them getting signed in. And what is the commission that you are earning? Well, you are earning what's called a tab bonus. It's a team acquisition bonus. So you are paid a percentage of one of the packs that someone chose to come in. If they come in with a NewU pack, which is 1 bottle, it's $199, and you are paid a $20 tab bonus. If they came in for a 4-pack, which is $4.99, you were paid a $60 tab bonus. And if they come in for an executive pack, which is 8 gels at $8.99, you were paid a $120 tab bonus. Now, the moment you sign into this business, if you sign up 3 people later on this afternoon, and assume they all came in for an executive pack at $8.99, $8.99, $8.99, you just earn $120, $120, $120 in tab bonuses. Now, tab bonuses are a way to get money instantly into somebody's pocket, but it's one of 5 ways that we get paid. Now, we can be paid retail and wholesale commissions. Let me kind of highlight that. I'll go through that really quickly. When someone goes on the Shop Now section of your website and they say, hey, I want to try it, I'd just like to order a bottle and, see what I think. Okay. They go pay $169.95. You earn $45 in commission. Once again, if you signed in today and I went to your website a minute later, once I buy the gel for $169, you earn a $45 commission because I bought the gel. Now, if I look at the website and I say, well, you're telling me I could get it a little cheaper? How can I buy it for wholesale? I can buy it for wholesale if I choose to go on auto ship. So I click on auto ship. I pay $149.99. Or $149.99, and now you get paid $25 because I'm buying it at wholesale. I'm buying it less than the retail price. Now, once your customers get to a total of 20, it could be a combination of some retail customers or it could be a combination of some wholesale customers, then the company retroactively pays you an additional $10 for every single one of those 20 customers. So if you had 20 customers that were buying it, just trying the gel one time, and they were buying it for $169, you wouldn't be paid $45 per person, you'd be paid $55 per person. And then if it was 20 customers that were wholesale customers, it wouldn't be $25 per person, it'd be $35 per person. The commercial program is unique. I'm not going to get into it now. I highlighted it a little on the training. We'll do more of a specific call for the commercial accounts. I want to get back into really the meat and potatoes of this comp plan. So the tab acquisition bonuses are, as I said, when someone comes in, you earn a $20, $60, or $120 tab bonus simply because you sponsored a new team member into the business. Now you're going to be building your left leg and your right leg. That's called team commissions. How should you build your binary? Here's what I would suggest. You're going to put one on the left and one on the right. Then the third person will go on the left, and the fourth person will go on the right. And the fifth person will go on the left, and the sixth person will go on the right. So you're going to build them equally. One on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right. Now once you have 3 on what you determine to be your greater volume leg at that point, now you're going to focus all your remaining people that you sign up will go on your lesser volume leg. So once again, I'm going to repeat that. Once you personally sponsor 3 people on your greater volume leg, all the people that you sponsor from that point forward will be going on your lesser volume leg. Now, there's a caveat to that. What happens is none of us, including me, are going to know what your lesser volume leg or your greater volume leg is. It's too early in the evolution of this company. In the past, I have built a binary, and I have seen my legs switch as many as 6 times. It took 2 years for me to determine what was my lesser volume leg and what was my greater volume leg. Now, for today, for this week, for this month, you might think it's your right leg. But you might find all of a sudden a little action goes over on that right leg and it switches. So once again, in building out your binary, I want you to be strategic and one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right, and you're just going to start placing people in your lesser volume leg as that is the case. If all of a sudden you're getting clear indications, oh wow, my left leg is my lesser volume leg, but I see that all of a sudden I'm getting great action here, and this is starting to heat up. I can see that my legs are going to switch, and my right leg will be my lesser volume leg. So the next person that you sign in, would it be prudent for you to put them on the right leg? Yes, that would make sense if you see that trend going. So you're going to be going back and forth, but in most cases, early on, you'll 3 and 3, and you'll focus on one side. So in building team commissions, when you have 1,000 points on both sides, cumulative total, so that you understand. What I mean is there's 600 points on your greater leg, and then there is 400 points on your lesser leg. That's the cumulative total of 1,000 points. That triggers one cycle. And a cycle pays 10% of your lesser leg. So 10% of that 400 in your lesser leg is $40. That's how you earn a 10% cycle of your lesser leg when you are someone who just signed up, when you're a promoter, or when you're at the rank of coordinator. So assume that you had 4,000 in your lesser leg this week, and it created 10 cycles. You would have 10 times 40, or $400 in team commissions. Now, things change significantly when you get to the level of coach. You've heard me say this on every single call. I say get to the level of coach because now every time you cycle, you don't earn 10% in your lesser leg. You earn a 50% increase or 15% in your lesser leg. So the same scenario. You have 4,000 points in your lesser leg this week, and you are a coach. You hit coach this week. So that means that for every 1,000 points, or 600 on your greater leg and 400 on your lesser leg, it would trigger one cycle. A cycle no longer is $40 per cycle. It's $60 per cycle. So now you would earn 60 times 10, or $600, as compared to $400 when you first started. Remember, network marketing is all about this. When you have somebody tell you, oh, one of those pyramid things, that is absolutely a crock of nonsense, because network marketing is an inverted pyramid. Every single person starts at the exact same place, the bottom. And through your own efforts, you start to promote yourself, and you can get through the ranks, and you can get to the very top of the compensation plan, just like anybody else. So, there's no limitation here. There's no you can't earn more money than anyone. Anyone on this call can earn more money than me. I personally believe that the top income earner in this company is not in this company yet. But I believe that you're going to see people will come into this business and they will go through ranks in record time because they're going to understand it's worth it. Now, why is it worth it? Because we're going to get into the fourth component of our compensation plan. The fourth component of our compensation plan is called coaching bonuses. So every single time someone signs into the business and they come in for $199, $499, or $899, we know a tab bonus is paid to whoever personally sponsored them. But now there's also coaching bonuses that are paid to people that have attained the rank of coach or higher. So there are 4 different ranks that qualify for a coaching bonus. It's a coach. They get a 20% bonus. There's a life coach that gets a 30% bonus. There's an ambassador that gets a 30% bonus. And there's a diamond ambassador that gets a 20% bonus. So, as an example, assume that I personally sponsored Joe. And he came into the business for $899. I earn a $120 tab bonus. And I happen to not be a coach. I just got involved in the business, or I'm a promoter, or I'm working towards coach, but I'm not there yet. So of that, when Joe came in and joined the business and got 8 bottles and did the right thing by getting an executive pack for $899, a $120 coaching bonus is paid. And in doing so, whoever is the coach earns a $24 coach bonus. Whoever is the life coach earns a $36 life coach bonus. Whoever is the ambassador earns a $36 ambassador bonus. And whoever is the diamond ambassador earns a $24 diamond ambassador bonus. Here is what is critical to understand. These bonuses go down to infinity. We're all involved in this at the absolute beginning with a couple thousand people involved. And when you've heard me talk before, just cut me slack, because everything I've said is playing out perfectly, so just wait to see. But when there's millions of people involved here, can you imagine if someone in your team sponsors someone, and 1,000 levels down, 1,000 levels down, someone sponsors someone for $8.99, and you happen to be an ambassador? Well, you would earn the $24 coach bonus, you would earn the $36 life coach bonus, and you would earn the $36 ambassador bonus. Coaching bonuses paid down through infinity. So when I put my check out on our Facebook page so everyone could understand how quickly you can make money here. If you're talking to business people, and that's what you should be doing, you should be talking to business people, because everyone should be determining if they're putting their time in anything that they're doing in life, if they're putting their time in the place where they get the most bang for their buck. And if I'm a lawyer, if I'm an accountant, if I'm a business owner, and I look at, you can build a business from your home. It doesn't have to be disruptive. Maybe I could build it from my business, and I could commit to a couple hours a day, because I see there's a fortune to be made. Those coaching bonuses are a great way that an intermediate networker, maybe you've never made a lot of money in network marketing before. Maybe you've never seen a $10,000+ a month check, let alone a week check. And if you haven't, when you get to the level of coach and you start to see a group that starts to grow underneath you with unlimited coaching bonuses that can be as high as $120 per person, or a fraction of what the coaching bonuses are, depending on where you are in that level, whether you're a coach, a life coach, an ambassador, or a diamond ambassador, you realize that it's significant money. So I don't, just throw things out there. And when I looked at this comp plan and I realized those coaching bonuses go to infinity, I said, wow, that's really special. People are going to start to get checks. That's why we have people right now, people that have not been in this industry, people who have just, working, they're working hard. I give them great credit, okay? But they're working hard, and in weeks they're earning a $1,000 check a week, okay? And then it's going to $2,000 a week. And then it's going to $3,000 a week. Now, I promise you, those same people are going to be at $5,000 a week very soon. And when you go to $5,000 a week, there's a few barometers in business, and there's a few barometers in network marketing. You get someone who's earning $5,000 a month, that is a good threshold to break through. That's a point that, wow, you can be proud of your income. You earn $10,000 a month, now you should really be proud of your income. You get to the point of what people are demonstrating right now, earning $2,000 a week, $3,000 a week, and more. That's something we can all be proud of. Now, why is it happening? It's happening because we have a simple message, and people are being coachable. People are listening and saying, so you're telling me I don't have to run and go see that person face to face? You're telling me I don't have to go rent out a hotel and do hotel meetings? No, I don't want you to have expenses. I want you to have a business. I want you to have a business that's profitable. Building network marketing businesses like that is a way of the past. We have tools, we have technology, and all you need to do, Danielle did a tremendous job talking to everybody on the training call on Saturday. And she said, you know what? This is a numbers game. We're in early. We live in a country with 360 million people. Yes, I know you know people in network marketing, and sometimes people get a little crazy and they think, oh, this is the person. Oh, my God, you got to talk to this person. He only has 30 seconds to talk. No. Whether you get involved, that person gets involved, or anyone gets involved, this NewULife company is going to explode. And a lot of people in network marketing don't know what they don't know. Why? I did a call yesterday, and I want to tell you about the call. I had a call with a guy, and he said, oh, Chris, you seem like a talented guy. I can't believe. Why would you get involved in a startup? And I said, sir, you seem like a very talented guy as well, and I really appreciate talking to you. Why would you get involved in a company that's in stability? Why would I put my time into something when I can only make a certain amount of money? Now, I'm going to tell you, I have skills. I'm proud of my skills in this industry. And there are and I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to be braggadocious. There are very few people who have my skills in this industry. But if I got involved in a company that was instability, and I'm not going to start rattling off all the companies, if I got into a company that was instability, that the story has been told, that there was no competitive advantage, I would struggle to make meaningful income. Yet I see all these networkers who say, oh, well, I'm going to get involved in this one and that one, and I don't want to go do a real estate deal in a place where everything is developed and the money is made. I want to be the one to go do a real estate deal to turn an area into a place that other people seek to come to. Does that make sense? We're the ones that are educating the world that we have a product that has never been seen before, that we have a huge competitive advantage, and this is going viral. If you want to join us, if you're looking to create a secondary income stream because you want more money, then there's no way you should entertain not getting involved in a growth potential opportunity like this. If you don't, it's just because you don't understand it. If you don't, it's because someone is giving you misinformation. Now, are there struggles with when you are a startup? Absolutely. Of course there are. But that's where the most potential is. At this stage of my life, I don't want to be in network marketing for the next 20 years. Let me be perfectly clear. I'm involved in this because I see a window of time that I can do things for myself and my family that I only dreamed of. So I'm going to work really hard in this window of time to capitalize everything. This is a perfect storm. And because of that, I came out of retirement because I see this as the most extraordinary opportunity I've seen in a long time. And I hope you see the exact same thing. Now, when we get out of coaching bonuses, we get to what makes this compensation plan absolutely amazing because it's check match. So when I told you before what's fair, what would be fair for anybody to build would be a hybrid with check match. Well, unfortunately, the industry has written a lot of comp plans. I've been part of comp plans. I've helped write some comp plans where the compensation plan goes like this. You will earn a percentage of money in our pool. It could be a global pool. It could be a diamond pool. It could be an ambassador pool. It could be this pool. It could be that pool. The problem with that is you never know how much money is in the pool. The pool can be manipulated. Executives in the company, they could decide we're going to expand. We're going to expand our business line and we're going to take it internationally. Well, that costs a lot of money. Lots of times they cannibalize the pool. There's no money in the pool. And if you're getting a percentage of something where there's no money, what do you make? Nothing. So it's not fair. It's one of those gotchas that I talked to you about. And if you were in my home today and we spent a couple hours talking about this industry, I'd be able to tell you the hundreds of gotchas that are out there, not important, just for you to understand. If I'm here and if a number of the other key leaders in this company have gotten involved in this business, we did for a reason. Because we see the extraordinary opportunity that exists. So there's no fudging the numbers. There's no, pretend, you can make a fortune in some fake pool that might never exist. Here's how it works. When you get to the level of coordinator, now you get to match. You get a weekly check match from anyone that you personally sponsored. So you personally sponsored 5 people. Whatever they earn in team commissions, you will match their check. So if each one of those people earned $1,000 in team commissions, you will earn 10% of their check. Now, let me tell you this, another reason that I love this plan. Usually when you write a plan, you never let someone that hasn't generated enough volume get check match. Usually some plans are out there and you have to do 12,000 a week in volume, 20,000 a week in volume a week. I'm not talking about a 5-week rolling period. I'm talking about a week to get to check match. There's no volume requirement for you. All you have to do is personally sponsor, there is 2 on the left and 2 on the right, and you have to have 5,000 in lesser leg volume over a 5-week rolling period. What is that? Fair. What is that? Extremely fair. What is that? The fairest plan I've ever seen in this industry. You have me sit down with any leader in network marketing. I don't have the time. I want to teach you guys how to do it, okay? I want you to have the conviction to understand it. But if a leader says, oh, my plan, you can say, are you kidding? This plan is extraordinary. 10% for a novice who gets in and sponsors 2 on the left and 2 on the right, and now they get check match. Now, once again, what I always say, the plan opens up at coach. Now you sponsored 1 more on the left, you sponsored 1 more on the right, you got to the level of coach. What is the requirement to get to coach? 10,000 in your lesser leg volume over a 5-week rolling period. So when you do that, you become coach. Now you get a 50% increase, not only in team commissions, like I said before, but you get a 50% increase now in check match. You're no longer earning 10% on the people that you personally sponsored. Now you're earning 15% on the first level people that you sponsored. So in the example that I just gave, you personally sponsored 10 people, and they were all earning $1,000 in team commissions that particular week. Well, as a coordinator, you earn 10%, which would be $100 each. Now as a coach, you earn 15%, which would be $150 each. That's significant. But what's more significant, now as a coach, you earn 10% on anyone that they personally sponsored. So you earn 15% on everyone that you personally sponsor. What does check match mean? It means that you need to personally sponsor the best quality people you know. So you don't want to go sponsor your, let me just keep it like that. You need to personally sponsor the best quality people you know. That's good for our training. So 15% on your first level, 10% on your second level. So if everyone who's listening to my voice just says, Chris, so if my goal is I'm going to get to coach, and I'm going to get to coach in a certain time period, and when I get to coach, if I just continue to build a little here and a little there, is this an income I can be proud of? Absolutely. At coach, you earn a $700 a month car allowance. Now, when you hit coach, you qualify to earn the car allowance. You don't get the car allowance until the second month. And it's for a luxury vehicle, and there's all different, just something that looks good. If you don't happen to have that particular car that could qualify, you don't have to go out and buy a car. I don't want you to go out and buy a car. I don't want you to be burdened with any expenses. This is a business that I want you to make money, not spend money. So if you have a car that doesn't qualify, you get half of the $700 car allowance. So $350 a month. Hey, $350 a month pays for a lot of, that will help you with your car to save to get to the car that you need, because I want you to keep building, and I don't even want you to focus on the coach car allowance. I want you to get to the ambassador car allowance, which is $1,500 a month. So you, at coach, if you look in our comp plan, you see what happens. As you go through the ranks, the compensation plan just opens up on the check match side of things, where you're earning 15% on your first, 10% on your second, and 5% on your third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh level. It's an extraordinary, extraordinary compensation plan. There's a lot of money to be made here. So if you're here because $1,000 would be awesome. That would be super. That could help, pay some of a mortgage or start putting money away for kids in school. Then you can do it. You can do it just by getting customers, or you just work your way through this compensation plan. If you're hungry, if you're money motivated, if you've never been the person to win, if you've been the person in network marketing and you've seen other people win, or you heard about somebody else that won, this is where you can win. What are you going to have to do? You're going to have to personally sponsor people and go through the ranks. To max this compensation plan out, you only need 10 personally sponsored people. That's it. So when I looked at it and I saw that someone could win by personally sponsoring 2, you only needed 10 to max out the compensation plan, I I called Alex, I talked to Vicky, and I said, who wrote this comp plan? And I was able to find out who wrote the comp plan, and I said, I want to tell you kudos to those people, because I believe it's the best comp plan I've ever seen. It's simple to understand. It's not convoluted. I hope I was able to explain it so that I filled in some blanks for everybody tonight. You know, you don't have to worry about what does it take to get to Diamond Ambassador, what does it take to get to Ambassador. All you have to worry about is if you just got in, how do you get qualified? You have to put one on the left and then one on the right. And then once you've done that, how do I get to coordinator? 2 on the left, 2 on the right. So just look at the next step. It's always what's the next step? What's the next step? So tomorrow night I will do a recruiting and prospecting call. I'm going to do it on this line, and you can invite your prospects to get on the call. I will talk for 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to lay this out as a value proposition, and I'm going to really focus on 3 questions. The 3 questions that I'm going to answer in everyone's mind is, what is it, can they do it, and can they make money? That's what the focus of my call will be. And remember, I've learned the hard way. I've learned that if I can keep this simple, and because I've found the most successful people in network marketing are usually the busiest people. They're usually people that simply don't think they have the time. If I could just kind of revise something here. When this video came my way, if anybody told me that I had to go to a meeting and sit down and watch this, I never would have gone. So if it was all predicated on me seeing this in some sort of conventional, traditional format, we wouldn't be having this talk right now. But since I was able to see a simple video, since I was able to read a simple booklet, and since I was able to get my questions answered in a time, in a simple way, I realized I have to make this. Although my life is crazy, I have to make this a part of my life. And you just need to have that same kind of priority when you're focusing it to other people. So I will put out the call. It's the same number. Everything that I always do will be on this telephone number. So save this number, save this code. We want to keep it simple. We want it to be consistent. You know that we have Saturday calls at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We've got recognition calls Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Put those in your calendar. And I hope today was helpful for everyone. And once again, I just want to tell you how grateful I am to everybody and how appreciative I am of so many amazing people coming in here. And like I've been saying, I just want to see those people that really want this win. And there's a ton of money here. You're going to hear about people making money in 3 and 6 and 9 months. It's going to make your head spin. You're just going to say, oh my God, really? And network marketing becomes a money story. It's important for you to know that. When I talked before and I said that everyone in their life is just allocated, it's the same 24 hours in the day, and everyone is trying to survive. And what I mean by that is trying to deal with all the things that are going on in their life. Marriages, kids, school, illness, everything that we all face. And so in that 24-hour window, if you're going to ask someone, if you take a look at what I have, and if you can just see value, because this is a value proposition, if you can just see value that we're going to create something, we're going to build a company that the world is going to take notice. The country is going to take notice. Everyone, if you go on our Facebook page, and I encourage you all, get on that Facebook page and go through it and read, and you start to hear little pearls of wisdom. Marty Evans, Marty, hi if you're out there, Marty was saying how she had less pain today. And once you start hearing more things from different people, your belief level just starts to go up. And once you start seeing the people come in here and you're like, my God, that person just got involved and sponsored 2 people. Or that person's been involved for 2 weeks and is a coordinator. Or, that guy just became a coach, or that woman just became a coach and they did it in 30 days. Well, if they did it, I can do it. Remember, I believe in that strongly. I don't believe in talent all that much. Okay, I think talent, we all have God-given abilities, but the truth is anybody can do something if it's simple enough and they have a work ethic and they have in their head a true desire to change their circumstance. That's why I use the example on the Saturday training call of Roger Bannister. I don't know the tapes that are playing in the back of your head. I have an opinion. I have an opinion that most people have these negative tapes playing in the back of their head. Their subconscious mind is just saying, no, 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 no. No, it can't be you. No, you're not good enough. You can't do it. And our Facebook page is there so that we take all those no's out. So if you're someone going to our Facebook page and you want to ask all sorts of questions, ask your upline. That's what you're supposed to do. Pick up the phone, call the person who sponsored you, and ask some formal questions. That Facebook page is just to work on the self-doubt that we all have. We all have, day in and day out. Folks, when I signed into this, did I think that this would be what it is right now? I hoped, okay? I hoped. I didn't know if the gel was going to work. And if you haven't been on the gel, I'm sure you don't know if it's going to work. But after I was on it for a few weeks and I started to get all these improvements and I started to feel good and I started to hear my friends and people I cared about, wow, this stuff's amazing, I got encouraged. And as I started to get encouraged, my beliefs started to elevate. All I'm trying to do, and all Danielle and I are trying to do on that Facebook page, is just give you an opportunity to believe in yourself. You believe in yourself in a situation and a timing like we have today. The sky's the limit. So to your success, thank you all very much. You have 10 minutes to get on Joe's webinar if you'd like. So good night, everyone. Thank you. Bye now.